Live look at San Francisco's Marina District tonight. On both sides of the bay, bidding wars are back with a vengeance. Who's leaving? Nobody's leaving. Despite a global pandemic, 2020 is expected to outpace 2019 when it comes to the number of homes sold.
Tonight in our original series, Project Home, Susie Steimel has a look at how the market bounced back so quickly and what neighborhoods are breaking records.
Oh, I'm very surprised by the numbers that we're seeing.
Michael Delahanty has been a realtor for 16 years. He says he's now having daily conversations with clients about overbidding, and they go something like this.
The good news is, I think I know what it's going to take to get this property that we're sitting in. The bad news is, it's a number that is so outlandish that, it's hard to even say out loud.
Take this 3-bedroom home in Kensington, a neighborhood in the Berkeley Hills, which sold for more than $400,000 over the asking price last week. That overbid is more money than the whole house sold for back in '01.
We're talking about Kensington and these areas, but to be honest with you, it's going on in Concord, and it's going on in Oakley and Brentwood and the entire East Bay.
A multitude of factors helped create this red-hot real estate market. We're dealing with all-time record low interest rates, bottoming out at 2.65% for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage in January. Plus, more than 3 million millennials just hit home buying age. Work from home also changed what people wanted. Most want space now, but many sellers are still worried about moving during a pandemic. This restricted supply giving us bidding wars, or as Zillow's analysts like to say, low inventory plus high demand equals intense competition. Homes in 2020 spent an average of 16 days on the market. It was just 12 in October. Compare that to sitting for an average of 42 days in 2019.
It's this scramble for space.
Jeff Tucker is a senior economist at Zillow. He points out that the record low interest rates mean even more in extremely expensive real estate markets.
They know they could lock that in for 30 years, which makes a huge difference on such a sizable mortgage like that.
For many people with white-collar jobs who didn't lose work because of the pandemic, many of them were able to save money by staying home. For first-time home buyers, that made a big difference towards that down payment. Now, couple that with those low interest rates, it was very tempting for a lot of people to buy. Now, the expectation is the economy will improve with a vaccine rollout, which means those low interest rates will start to creep up.
It's really created the perfect storm for this housing market to just erupt.
Alexander Fromm-Lurie is a real estate advisor for Compass. He saw interest wane in San Francisco during the pandemic, but says it's coming back, especially for unique homes like this one on Bush Street. It's 2 cottages combined by a glass ceiling and has a lot of rare outdoor space for the city.
So we expect an offer today, and that's just after a few days on the market.
Luxury real estate in San Francisco is also breaking records. This home in Twin Peaks broke a neighborhood record at $17.5 million.
The folks who have good positions, who have profitable businesses, who have money to spend, they are buying luxury homes.
Laura Adams is a former real estate agent and now works for the real estate training site Aceable. She worries about how the other half is faring. For those who kept their homes but lost their jobs and are seeing relief only because of forbearance.
When we hit the end of the mortgage forbearance, which right now is set for the end of June, we may see a lot more foreclosures, and that could change the dynamic a bit.
As for how long the bidding wars will last?
The outlandish aspect is just not feeling like this is a bubble, not feeling like this is an unsustainable run-up on the market.
It's interesting because you see a lot of renters now buying single-family homes, some of them out in the suburbs because they want more room. They don't have to come into work. I'm wondering, though, this is a city full of really nice condos, luxury apartments. How are those doing right now?
Yeah, well, a lot of them, as you know, are vacant right now, but analysts will say really the best barometer for the market is always inventory. So inventory for homes is extremely low right now. For condos, they say it's moderate, and for those luxury apartments in the city, it's a little bit above moderate. But they think that's going to switch. When things start to normalize, they think a lot of people are going to start eyeing those condos and saying those look like a really good deal right now.
Yeah, it's a city of boom and bust, and it doesn't bust for too long. People want to move back.
That's true.
Susie, thank you for that. Keep sending your stories and your ideas to Project Home at CBS.com and see all of Susie's reporting on our website.